So yesterday, Real Housewives of Atlanta, the episode premiered, and we've had Portia Williams up here, and we were talking to Portia about just the relationship between her and K. Michelle, and because it was such a good relationship, and K. Michelle has been staying out of the drama, but things are starting to change. So K. Michelle got very upset on the show on this new episode, and she says she feels unsafe with the women over a Oyster conversation. Let's take a listen to Real Housewives of Atlanta, their Oyster comments.
What are you checking for?
What is you doing?
What are you checking for?
Okay, Portia, I'm like, you checking it. Your face ain't right.
That vagina is clean. This one might be a little tense.
That vagina is clean.
Now, this has been, of course, like a touchy topic for K. Michelle because of previous conversations that she's had to have on this topic. But it gets to a point where she breaks down.
The topic of oysters?
No, the topic of just her conversations that have been happening about her body falsely accusing her of different things.
She having an odor.
Yeah, in episodes leading up to this, I will say that there's been other things that have been happening where K. Michelle thinks that Portia is taking shots but hiding her hand type of thing. So she says she doesn't feel safe. Let's take a listen to K. Michelle on not feeling safe.
At dinner yesterday, Kay, you said you didn't feel safe. Is that true?
No.
You don't?
What's wrong? What's wrong?
I'm sorry, baby. Oh, God.
Okay.
Sorry.
And y'all can sit here and say you care about people when y'all be sitting there plotting and trying to do stuff to people. If I know that a mother is sitting there plotting my hurt, I'm not gonna smile in your face. I know exactly the whole plot.
Last night after we left dinner, someone called me and said that there was a plot and a plan this whole time from some of these ladies. One was to imply that I was with your boyfriend or not boyfriend, whatever the moment is. Two, to talk about a rumor that a disgruntled ex said 8 years ago. I already know who you've contacted, what blogs you've called. To go read that and want to spread that, I think that is very disheartening, and that shows the character of these women.
Yeah, so that with the ex or the boyfriend conversation, she's talking about Drew. Drew has this new little boo thing, and she has been kind of picking at K. Michelle about how they know each other. K. Michelle's like, this guy be in her DM, but she don't know him. Now, on the other hand, she's having that conversation about the rumors that were falsely spread about her body and certain odors, and she's upset about it, and especially because she felt like Portia was her friend on the show. Now, this has spiraled to Portia and K. Michelle now going back and forth on X during yesterday's episode as it premiered. So yesterday, K. Michelle tweeted just about somebody being a coward, and Portia responded back. So K. Michelle said, "Don't sit in my face and play like you don't know what I'm talking about. You want a reaction so you can have it. Say it to my face or be a quiet coward." Portia says, "Who is a coward? I would define a coward as a person tweeting from the same house. Tutor is down from me. Next time, let's do our job and bring it to the front door real time." That's how it's done on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And then Portia tweeted, "Oh, Twitter fingers shaking the table, #activated," and then she added K. Michelle.
So I do want to just say, in my opinion, I don't think K. Michelle, because K. Michelle needs her own show. That's what I feel like. I feel like she don't really need to be on the show with these group of ladies. This is what they do. This is
feel like it don't
you know
fit.
what I'm saying? I feel like it's not a good fit for K. I feel like when we saw her on Love and Hip Hop years ago, she could fit in there because she still had things to prove, you know what I'm saying? And it was following some controversy that happened, with her and one of her exes or whatever. Now, after that, she went on to get her own show where she could write her own narrative, and it was more so centered around her. Kay is, she's of a different stature. She won awards. She got successful
but it's
albums.
Never been
and all
kumbaya,
that.
right? Real Housewives has never been kumbaya.
No,
they
no,
never sat up
reality-
there
I
and
think
held hands and said this is a
reality
positive thing.
TV is
They don't
never
take
kumbaya
shots.
in my opinion.
Last week
But-
it was taking shots at Pinky Cole.
Yeah. But that's more of I don't know, something about this it does not feel like she needs to be on this show.
I just think
for the last to be on her own show.
For the last episode, and y'all know I love Portia, but the last episode with the miscarriage thing, I'm like, okay, I don't understand how that was a misconception. But with this, because I think sometimes it's like we don't know what's real and what's not. So if producers are throwing in this storyline, throwing in this joke, if that did happen and you know, because all of that was in the news, I don't even know if I would even touch that, especially if I'm the person that brought you into the show. But if it was just jokey, happened to come out because they're sitting there with oysters and that's the conversation she's having and she didn't do it purposely, I would just come out and say I didn't do that.
And
you know what I
mean? And it's not even because of this. I just feel like...
Well, it did its job because we've been talking about it for 8 minutes. So it's definitely doing its
it's
job.
not because of this. I just feel like K. Michelle needs to be on a different type of reality show.
I don't even know if reality is for her at this season in her life.
Well, probably not at this season.
I was excited for her, but then I saw this.
To be her own because she got so much going on, and you know it's all about K and K World. So she should be on her own.
I tell you what, I'm still stuck on the fact they compared oysters to vaginas. I've never heard that one.
You've never heard
People do that a
the
lot.
oysters being an aphrodisiac?
Yeah.
No, I know it's an aphrodisiac, but I ain't never heard of an oyster actually compared to an actual vagina. I've heard vaginas called clams, but I've never had clams.
See, I've never heard of.
But I've had oysters. And I don't know if oysters taste like vaginas because I've never put Tabasco on a vagina.
No,
now I need to eat an oyster without Tabasco to see if they taste the same.
What?
Some of them be a little fishy though. You know what I mean? I think that's
Some what? Vaginas?
Well, yeah, but oysters, some of them, they smell fishier than others. You know what I mean?
My daddy said, if it smell like cologne, leave it alone. If it smell like fish, eat all you wish. He told me that in the 90s. Okay.
I felt bad watching K. Michelle break down the way she did on this episode.
I felt bad.
That makes more sense now than it did in the 90s.
It definitely makes more sense now.
Like cologne, leave it alone.
Hold up. Every day I wake up.
Wake your ass up.
The Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done?